goes up, if the cost of imported food items in New Zealand, Australia, US goes up, the price goes up again. Even with zero VAT, the price can go up. So the government has to make sure, because right now with zero VAT, Firoz Ghulam Muhammad is a rich man, buys 22 items, doesn't pay any VAT. If we had no zero VAT, we get additional $200-300 million, we could increase the social welfare amounts for people who are really poor. So what we've done is, as I said, we increased social welfare allowances. VAT rate was rationalized. From 9 to 15, we kept 0 and 15. So additional revenue that came from 9 to 15. And there was also a lot of revenue leakage. People were charging you 15% and paying government 9%. Charging you 9% and paying government 0. So removing one of them has helped the government to get additional revenue, which we have put to social welfare, which we have put to back to school support. So in the last 3 years, children would know at the beginning of the school, they got $200 each. Very important. Last 3 years, we have spent more than $130 million directly into the pockets of the people. Then we said, sugarcane farmers need a top-up. Last payment, they had $105, highest ever cane price. That money goes direct into the pockets of farmers. Then we said subsidies for non-sugarcane farmers, those growing dalo, ginger, rice. We increased the rice price as well. So that money is going directly, government is subsidizing, government is paying for it. Then we are saying the scholarships. The TELS loan scheme work this way. So if your child got 300 marks, gets a university place, there was no scholarship. There was only one topper, 500, 600 or 800 scholarships. So you had to go borrow, study for 3 years, get a debt of $30,000 to $40,000. The day you graduate and get a job, you start paying for it. $653 million was owed to government. Even the students who graduated and started working couldn't afford to pay. So we wrote that off. We said, write this off, and in place of that, we put a merit-based scholarship. Every student who gets a mark for that particular program, qualifies, gets a scholarship. And so all the students are now getting scholarships. We're giving more scholarships. All they have to do is to sign a bond to say, if they do a course for 3 years or 4 years, that's the time you have to spend working in Fiji. If you want to go, you pay and then go. That's what we are asking. But you don't pay a single cent. If you get a degree after 3 years, you work here for 3 years, you don't pay anything, and you get a scholarship. Some people are spreading these false rumors that, oh, this is the first time in Fiji's history that you have a scholarship scheme which is based entirely on merit. So some politicians are going around and spreading this news that, oh, Indo-Fijian students are being discriminated because 70% of the scholarships went to Ethiopia. They're not looking at all the Indo-Fijian students who applied. Not a single student has been discriminated. Just because Ethiopians got more scholarship because there are more Ethiopian students going into TVET and other courses, it becomes a discriminatory thing for some politicians. So these are the reason why I'm explaining this, Firoz, is the additional revenue that the government has gone, and you put it quite rightly, it is all going to the people. And we, as I said, post-COVID, not everything was the fault of the previous government. I'm not saying that. COVID caused a lot of problems. But before COVID, our economy was very down. In 2019, we had negative growth. Government did not have a lot of spare funding. When COVID hit us, we went down big time. Tourism was completely destroyed. Fourth largest contraction in the world. Then we picked up. But the prices went up big time because the freight cost went up. And some of it came down, some of it stayed in the middle, some went really down when we put zero VAT. On some of the, we kept the zero VAT and added prescribed medicine. So that's how we are dealing with. Plus, we had a debt level of over 10 billion. We still have to borrow. But what we did is percentage, भाई साहब के मूड से ऊपर जाए डेट ऑफ जीडीपी, बट इम्पोर्टेंट है कि अगर पैसा नहीं रही, कर्जा कब ले लेते जाएगा? $1 बिलियन हम लोग लगभग डेट सर्विसिंग में जाए, 1 बिलियन चला जाए सिविल सर्विस के तलब में, 4.5 बिलियन के बजट है, 2.5 बिलियन में कौन जी करेगा? जैसे घर अगर आप लोग चलाता है, तुम बिजनेसमैन है, कितना कर्जा सकता ले? कर्जा उतने ले जितना भरे सकता है. तो हम लोग देखता है कि कैसे, क्योंकि the problem is if we don't do the right thing now, and I'm not looking at politics कि इससे हमें वोट मिली या नहीं मिली, वोटिंग वाला टाइम अपने डिसाइड करिए आदमी, बट अभी 2 साल बचा है इलेक्शन के. आप बात करें माओ करो भैया, बट बात सही बोलता है. Thank you.
Second issue हमारी है, the second issue I have is importing rice. I mean, Professor, I don't bother about them. And we are genuine guys here. We want people